What if I told you that there were only 10 dumbbell exercises you needed to do, and by doing them, you will be looking and feeling stronger and more jacked than ever before? There's literally thousands of exercises you could do with dumbbells, but the truth is, 80% of them are a complete waste of your time. Today, I'm cutting through all the noise and giving you the 10 most effective dumbbell exercises that will build serious mass, functional strength, and get you absolutely jacked. These aren't just random movements. They're compound movements that trigger maximum muscle growth while keeping you injury-free. Let's get started. Exercise 1. Static dumbbell press. This is hands down one of the most effective chest-building variations you can do. And it's a game changer for anyone who's had shoulder issues with traditional bench pressing. The bench press isn't just another chest exercise. It's the gold standard for building upper body pushing power. But this variation takes it to the next level. From a functional perspective, this exercise builds the unilateral pressing strength you need for real-world situations, like pushing open a heavy door while carrying something in the other hand, or getting up from the ground when one arm is supporting you. Your core has to work overtime to prevent rotation, your stabilizer muscles are firing like crazy, and you're getting twice the time under tension. Plus, it's infinitely safer for your shoulders than the heavy barbell work. How to perform the static dumbbell press. Set up on a bench, flat, incline, or decline. Hold one dumbbell static at either the top or bottom position. Press with the other arm for your full sets, switch sides, and repeat. Keep your feet actively driving into the floor. 2 variations for maximum results. Static at top. Less work for the static side. More core challenge static at bottom, 90 degrees. Incredible time under tension. The static arm is still working hard. The mind-muscle connection you'll develop from this exercise is insane. You'll actually feel your chest working instead of just moving weight around. This is the exact strength you need when you're pushing a stalled car, moving heavy objects around the house, or even just playing rough with your kids without worrying about getting pushed over. Exercise 2. Dumbbell Gorilla Row. This exercise is one of the most underrated pulling exercises in existence. The Dumbbell Gorilla Row. Ever notice how many guys have decent chests and arms, but backs that tell a different story? This exercise is going to build your lats, rhomboids, and rear delts while fixing the rounded shoulders that come from too much bench pressing and not enough pulling. From a functional standpoint, the Gorilla Row builds the exact pulling strength you need for real-world situations, like starting a stubborn lawnmower, pulling yourself up from a fall, or hauling heavy bags out of your car trunk. The wide stance eliminates lower back stress while the alternating pattern builds core stability. You can literally feel your lats stretching and contracting with each rep. Plus, the explosive nature builds the kind of power that makes every other lift stronger. How to perform the Gorilla Row. Set up with feet wider than shoulder width, dumbbells on the ground. Hinge at the hips, keeping your back flat. Row one dumbbell explosively while the other stays planted. For massive lats, tuck that elbow tight to your ribs. For upper back thickness, let the elbow drift out slightly. Alternate sides with control and power. Pro tip: once you've mastered the basic movement, add a slight pause at the top and really squeeze those shoulder blades together. This isometric hold will add serious thickness to your upper back. Now, let's hit the lower body with an exercise that builds massive legs while being easier on your joints than any squat variation. Exercise 3. Dumbbell Reverse Lunge. This is one of my absolute favorite lower body exercises because it builds incredible leg strength while being joint-friendly. Did you know that most workouts ignore an entire dimension of movement? We squat up and down, but life doesn't happen in just one plane of motion. This exercise builds the kind of single leg strength that translates to everything. From navigating uneven terrain while hiking, to climbing stairs without grabbing the handrail, or maintaining balance when stepping over obstacles. The movement pattern is fundamental to human locomotion, and the stronger these muscles are, the more stable and confident you'll feel in any physical challenge. How to perform the reverse lunge. Hold dumbbells at your sides with a strong grip. Step straight back with one leg lower until both knees hit 90 degrees. For quad dominance, keep your torso bolt upright. For glute and hamstring focus, lean slightly forward. Drive through your front heel to return to start. The magic is in the adjustment. Upright torso, quad city, massive front leg development. Forward lean, posterior chain powerhouse, glutes and hamstrings. Level up variation. Drop one dumbbell and hold just one on one side. Now you've added a frontal plane challenge that builds hip stability and works your core through the roof. Studies suggest lunges might actually activate your quads more effectively than barbell squats in some cases. The unilateral nature helps correct the muscle imbalances that develop over decades of favoring one side, which is crucial for preventing injuries that can sideline you for months. Speaking of exercises that build total body power, this next movement might look unusual, but it's going to transform your entire physique. Exercise 4, clean up and over. This exercise might not look like a traditional bodybuilding movement, but it belongs on this list for its incredible total body muscle building and fat burning potential. Though this exercise may not find itself in a strict bodybuilding program, it absolutely belongs here for its overall total body strength, power, and metabolic benefits. From a functional standpoint, this builds the explosive power you need for real-world situations, like quickly lifting a heavy box onto a high shelf, throwing a ball with your kids, or reacting quickly to prevent a fall. It builds explosive power, torches calories, and develops the kind of coordination that makes you feel athletic. Every muscle in your body has to work together, creating massive muscle activation. How to perform the clean up and over. Start with a dumbbell on the ground between your feet. Explosively clean it to one shoulder using your legs and hips. Press it overhead with authority. Lower it to the opposite shoulder in control. Return to the ground and repeat on the other side. This movement develops the fast twitch muscle fibers that give you that dense, hard look. Plus, the metabolic demand is through the roof. You're building muscle while burning fat simultaneously. The world's most elite athletes rely on some variation of a clean for a reason. It builds the kind of functional, explosive strength that translates to real life. But if you think explosive power is important, wait until you see what this next exercise does for your mental toughness and overall development. Exercise 5, farmer's carry. In the world of muscle building, the farmer's carry might be the most underrated exercise on this list. Lifting weights is great, but real strength isn't just about lifting. It's about carrying. In everyday life, you don't just pick things up and put them down. You hold, move, and control weight while staying balanced and stable. From a functional perspective, the farmer's carry builds the carrying strength you use constantly in real life. Hauling groceries from the car, moving furniture, carrying luggage through airports, or helping someone move. Your traps are on fire, your grip is getting crushed, your core is working overtime, and your legs are stabilizing under load. It's literally a full-body muscle builder disguised as a simple walk that directly translates to making everyday tasks feel effortless. How to perform the farmer's carry. Grab heavy dumbbells and hold them at your sides. Stand tall with your shoulders back and head up. Walk forward with controlled, powerful steps. Focus on long strides, not short, choppy steps. Breathe normally and fight through the burn. Go for distance or time. This exercise teaches you to push through discomfort. When your grip is failing and your traps are screaming, taking one more step builds the mental toughness that carries over to every other exercise. Studies show that grip strength is a major indicator of overall health and longevity. The stronger your grip, the lower your risk of injuries, weakness, and even heart disease as you age. They say you can judge a man's training experience by his trap development and grip strength. This exercise builds both while making you functionally stronger. Moving on to an upper body exercise that's been building impressive physiques since the golden age of bodybuilding. Exercise 6, dumbbell pullover. They call this the upper body squat for good reason. It's one of the most effective exercises for building an impressive torso. This classic exercise has been building impressive physiques since the golden age of bodybuilding. And what makes it perfect for our purposes is its incredible versatility and muscle building potential. From a functional standpoint, the pullover builds the overhead mobility and strength you need for real-world activities, like putting heavy items on high shelves, working overhead on home projects, or swimming with proper stroke mechanics. The pullover hits muscles that rarely get worked together. Your chest, lats, and serratus anterior all fire simultaneously. This creates that athletic, powerful look while building serious functional strength. How to perform the pullover. Lie across a bench with your upper back supported. Hold one dumbbell with both hands directly over your chest. Lower the weight in a controlled arc behind your head. Feel that incredible stretch. Then pull it back over your chest. Adjust your technique based on what you want to target. 3 ways to target different muscles. For massive lats, flare your elbows wide. Stop at eye level. For chest development, turn elbows toward each other. Focus on the squeeze. Research shows this movement hits the serratus anterior hard, those finger-like muscles that give you that athletic look and protect your shoulders. The ribcage expansion from this movement actually improves your breathing capacity and posture. You're literally building a bigger, more powerful torso from the inside out. Now let's hit another lower body movement that's been criminally overlooked but delivers incredible results. Exercise 7, dumbbell step up. This exercise has been forgotten by most trainees, which is a shame because it might be the most functional leg exercise you can do. This exercise has slipped into obscurity, but it literally mimics something you do every day while building serious muscle mass. From a functional perspective, step-ups build the single leg strength you need for real-world situations, like climbing stairs without getting winded, stepping up onto curbs or ledges confidently, or maintaining balance when stepping onto uneven surfaces. It builds bulletproof single leg strength, eliminates muscle imbalances between legs, creates less joint stress than heavy squats, and improves the balance and coordination you use every single day. How to perform the step up. Use a box or bench at about knee height. Place your entire foot on the surface. Drive through your heel to step up powerfully. Control the descent. This is where the magic happens. For quad focus, stay perfectly upright. For glute emphasis, lean slightly forward. Start with body weight to master the pattern, then load it up. This exercise can handle serious weight once you've got the movement down. The unilateral nature forces each leg to do the work independently. This was a staple for elite athletes because it builds the kind of functional strength that translates directly to performance. Your legs will feel more powerful, and you'll move better in every activity. But we're not done building those powerful shoulders. This next exercise might be the best shoulder builder you're not doing. Exercise 8, high pull. For the 4th time on this list, we're focusing on pulling. This time with an explosive vertical pull that builds bolder shoulders without the injury risk of upright rows. We've always been told to focus on isolation exercises for shoulder development. But what if that's exactly why so many men have underdeveloped shoulders and poor posture? From a functional standpoint, this exercise builds the pulling strength you need for real-world activities, like starting a stubborn engine cord, pulling yourself up over a fence, or any activity that requires explosive pulling power. Unlike upright rows that can cause impingement, the high pull incorporates external rotation. You're actually strengthening your rotator cuffs while building those impressive shoulders, creating the kind of pulling strength that makes you feel powerful and capable in everyday situations. How to perform the high pull. Start with dumbbells at your sides. Pull explosively upward, leading with your elbows. Drive those elbows high and wide. Keep your wrists below your elbows at the top. Think scarecrow position when you reach the peak. Control the weight back down. Instead of using tiny weights for lateral raises, you can load this movement heavy while hitting your side delts, rear delts, and traps simultaneously. It's like 3 exercises in one. The explosive nature of this movement builds the kind of power that makes your shoulders look athletic and strong, not just pumped. Research has shown that the standing high pull activates all 3 heads of your deltoids effectively while building functional strength. Now, your core needs direct attention too, especially if you want to support all this new muscle mass. Exercise 9, Russian row. Your abs are muscles just like everything else, and they respond to progressive overload. The Russian row, not twist, is going to build rotational strength while carving out your midsection. Your abs are muscles too, and they respond to resistance, especially with an exercise like the Russian row. From a functional perspective, this builds the rotational strength you need for real-world activities, like swinging a golf club, throwing a ball, getting up from the ground with a twisting motion, or any sport that requires core rotation. A strong, mobile core is the foundation for every other lift. This exercise builds the rotational power you need for athletic movements while teaching your core to resist unwanted movement under load. Exactly what you need for back health and injury prevention. How to perform the Russian row. Sit with knees bent, lean back to about 45 degrees. Hold a dumbbell with both hands at your chest. Row the weight to one side, driving your elbow back. Focus on actually pulling, not just rotating. Fight against lateral flexion as you turn complete full rotation through your core. Instead of just tapping the weight side to side like most people do, you're actually rowing it past your body. This creates true rotational strength while the weight challenges your stability. Don't make the mistake of neglecting direct core work. A powerful midsection is what ties your entire physique together and allows you to lift heavy on everything else. Finally, We're finishing with an arm exercise that takes you beyond normal limits. Exercise 10, strict curl into cheat curl. No muscle building list would be complete without a bicep exercise, and this one is perfect for maximum growth. No list of mine would be complete without a bicep curl variation, and this one is perfect for guys who want maximum results. It's actually 2 exercises in one, designed to push your biceps past failure for exceptional results. How to perform the strict curl to cheat curl. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Keep your head, shoulders, and glutes in contact with the wall. Perform perfect strict curls until you hit failure. Step away from the wall immediately. Continue with controlled cheat curls. Use just enough momentum to keep the weight moving. Control every single negative rep. Research shows that training to failure with controlled eccentrics produces maximum muscle growth. The strict portion ensures perfect form, while the cheat portion extends the set for additional growth stimulus. This technique will have your biceps begging for mercy, while forcing them to grow bigger and stronger than ever before. For guys with elbow issues, the controlled nature of this exercise is much safer than heavy barbell curls. Here's how to structure these exercises for maximum results. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. Just 3 sessions per week is enough to build serious mass and strength with these 10 exercises. Option 1, full body power 3 times per week. Workout A, dumbbell gorilla row, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Static dumbbell press, 4 sets of 8 reps per side. Dumbbell reverse lunge, 3 sets of 10 reps per leg. High pull, 3 sets of 10 reps. Russian row, 3 sets of 12 reps per side. Workout B, clean up and over, 4 sets of 6 reps per side. Dumbbell pullover, 3 sets of 10 reps dumbbell. Step up, 3 sets of 8 reps per leg. Strict to cheat. Curl, 3 sets to failure. Farmer's carry, 3 sets of 40 to 60 seconds. Option 2, upper-lower split 4 times per week. Upper body days, gorilla row, static press, pullover, high pull, strict to cheat curl. Lower body days, clean up and over, reverse lunge, step up, Russian row, farmer's carry. The muscle building rules. Rest 90 to 120 seconds between sets for maximum strength gains. Focus on progressive overload. Add weight or reps every week. Train each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week for optimal growth. Prioritize protein intake 1 gram per pound of body weight minimum. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep for optimal recovery. Include 10 minutes of mobility work on off days for joint health. For beginners, do this routine 3 times per week with a day of rest between sessions. If you're more advanced, you can split the exercises across different days, training 4 to 5 times per week for even faster results. These 10 exercises give you everything you need to build serious muscle mass using nothing but dumbbells. They hit every major muscle group, allow for progressive overload, and can be adjusted based on your goals and limitations. This isn't just another workout. It's a complete system to make you bigger, stronger, and more capable for life. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.